watching TV Guide Broadband, online, on demand.
Hello and welcome to Mvids. I'm Joe Escalante from Indie 103.1 FM, sitting in for Kimberly Caldwell. We've taken over the set of Water Cooler to bring you a very special guest. Please welcome Alison Sudol from A Fine Frenzy.
Thank you. Hi.
Alison, I got to tell you, when you're singing all the songs and you're writing all the material, most people would just say, "Hey, I'm Alison Sudol." Why the band name at all? Do you have any ego at all?
You know, it's just when I write the songs, it is my own observations and my take on life, but it's things that everybody goes through, and I want to make sure that once I'm done writing everything and singing it, it's not mine anymore. It's the person that's listening to it, and I just didn't want to stick me on there because when people listen to it, I want it to feel like it's theirs.
Now, when getting signed, I heard a very important guy at the record label actually just came to your house.
Yes, and it was wild. Jason Flom is the CEO of, he was the CEO just of Virgin Records, which, you know, as if that wasn't gigantic enough, now he's the CEO of Capitol Music Group. He's like, you know, the CEO of the world.
And he showed up on your door?
Yeah, you know, he heard the music first on MySpace, which is wild
he's
enough.
Always on MySpace, that guy.
I know, he's so with it. He's awesome. And then he came out a few days later, and he came to the living room, and you know, we played some songs in the living room, and he was just charming and lovely and everything that I did not expect a label CEO to be. He was a lovely surprise.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get me.
But they're doing a great job with you. So you're on stage playing piano an entire set. You're singing the songs. But I understand only recently you learned to play the piano.
I did, and the wonderful and wild thing is really when I started playing piano at 18 or 19, I thought, okay, there's no way that I'm going to play on stage. I started way too late. I have too many hurdles to get over, but at least I want to be able to write. And then it just turned out that we actually needed those parts in the band to play the songs, and I had to do it, and I didn't really have a choice. And it's the kind of, learning how to swim by jumping in the deep end of the pool kind of thing. And now it's one of my favorite things. It's very natural.
And Jay Leno, before your record even comes out, you're going to be on the Jay Leno show. I don't see you as much as of a TV watcher, but to us here, the TV Guide Network, it's kind of a big deal. How do you feel about it?
It's a huge deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
glad you know.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I'm not a big TV watcher, but I do watch Jay Leno and I do watch Conan, and that's like, because, during the day, I'm all crazed and don't have much time to see anything on TV. But when I see that, it's, it's a big deal. And I live in the Valley in LA, so it's kind of like a neighbor.
It's kind of the king of the Valley.
He's kind of the king of the Valley, and I remember going on a field trip to NBC when I was about 10, and going into the studio and just being awestruck, and now we're gonna play it, and it's really fantastic. It's kind of surreal.
It's good. You sound very well balanced. The mainstream, you know how the music business works. The mainstream media tells kids what they should listen to, what's gonna make them popular. If you could take a young girl and say, I know what television and radio is telling you to listen to, but I don't want you to miss out on a couple things you normally wouldn't discover. What would you tell a young girl to check out in the music world?
I would tell a young girl to look back, because there are so many great bands out right now, and they're incredible, and you can find them on MySpace, and you can kind of search and just run into things that can be really personal to you. But I think nowadays there isn't a lot of emphasis on music that's not current, you know, and
that's why they need you to tell them.
Well, listen to some Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, there you go.
I know that sounds nerdy, because when I was younger, I thought I heard Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, you hear the word Garfunkel, you think
Garfunkel. Hi, I'm Simon and Garfunkel. But it's actually like incredibly
surprisingly hip.
Surprisingly hip. If you like bands like Kings of Convenience or Bright Eyes, you'd probably like Simon and Garfunkel, the Mamas and the Papas. If you like indie bands like Camera Obscura, or if you like, who would be another modern reference to the Mamas and the Papas?
Maybe Peter, Bjorn, and John.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Then you would like them. early Stones. You could listen to Eva Cassidy. She's not, you know, that far back, but she's incredible. Or listen to some Ella Fitzgerald.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get to that because I know that a lot of young girls are going to be inspired by you, and you're going to influence a lot of people. You got a lot of power and so much success early in your career. Congratulations. I want you to play a couple songs for us.
Wonderful.
Live in the studio, as they say.
I'd love to.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your fingertips across my skin, the palm trees swaying in the wind, images. You sang me Spanish lullabies, the sweetest sadness in your eyes, clever trick. I never want to see you unhappy. I thought you'd want the same for me. Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you'd bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do. We walked along a crowded street. You took my hand and danced with me. Images. And when you left, you kissed my lips. You told me you would never, never forget these images. Well, I never want to see you unhappy. I thought you want the same for me. Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you'd bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do. I cannot go to the ocean. I cannot drive the streets at night. I cannot wake up in the morning without you on my mind. Well, so you're gone and I'm haunted, and I bet you would just fine. Did I make it that easy to walk right in and out of my life? Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. And can't you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you'd bring
Good job. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You. Fine Frenzy's debut album, One Cell in the Sea, hits stores on July 17th. Be sure to check them out on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno this Friday, July 13th. For Mvids, I'm Joe Escalante. Remember, you can hear my radio show weekday mornings in Los Angeles on Indie 103.1 FM or online at indie1031.com.